What is going on, guys? Entwistle Outdoors here. Here is the video about college fishing. Now, college fishing is not that known about unless you're in the fishing industry. And for people not in the fishing industry, college fishing does exist. And it is absolutely crazy the opportunities we get because of it. Now, if you're coming from my Instagram, I made a shorter video kind of just touching on college fishing. If you're here from Matt, welcome. Now, college fishing is an amazing opportunity. I can't say it enough. It is absolutely unreal. I am on scholarship and I go around the country and fish some of the best lakes and the dream lakes that I've wanted to fish my entire life. Now, how did I get into college fishing? So I fished out of a bass boat in my early high school years, and I decided to go into something called the Combine. I'll drop a picture right here. So the Combine is where 100 anglers from across the country go to this event and they do skills testing. There's 3 different skills testings. Now, the year I was there was the long cast to see who was casting the furthest. There was target casting. They had buckets set up in a ring, and you had 3 minutes to hit every bucket, and the fastest time wins. The third one was you had to maneuver the boat on the lake around a buoy, hit 2 targets with a jig, and then come back, and your fastest time won. So in one of the events, I got 4th overall, and I met with Campbellsville University after the event. Now, after I was done, Campbellsville and I sat down, had a conversation, and they told me to come on a tour. So I went on a tour, toured with Campbellsville University. I met their head coach of the bass boat fishing team, and I met the head coach of fishing overall. I talked with them. I learned some really good things about the program. I was super excited. And before I left, the guy who ran the entire fishing program, Pete Hedgesath, said to me, "Hey, have you ever fished out of a kayak?" And I said, "No, I've never tried it before." Now, this was my junior year of high school. I really thought I was going to go into bass boat fishing, and I thought that was the path I was on. God had different plans. So Pete presented the idea of kayak fishing, and I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. So I bought a kayak. I decided I was going to try it, and I registered for my first ever kayak tournament. I knew pretty much nothing about it. I said, I'm just going to try it and see how I like it. Now, I fished my first kayak tournament with Kayak Anglers of Eastern Pennsylvania, and I got 2nd in that tournament, and I thought, this is unreal. This is different. Like, this is different than bass boat fishing. This is unreal. And it's wraps from there. I decided this is what I was going to do. So I put all my money, all my time, I put everything into it. And I said, this is what I'm going to do. So I started fishing as many tournaments as I could, and I was posting on my Instagram all the time, trying to get as much attention as I could. So moving on further into my junior year, I got contacted by Dustin Jones, the head coach of the Campbellsville Kayak Fishing Department. And he said, "Hey, I heard about you. I'm excited. I'd like to recruit you to our team." So I toured for Campbellsville for a 2nd time. I met with Dustin, and I decided that this was God's plan for me, and I was going to go to Campbellsville University. So now I fish for Campbellsville University. I'm going into my junior year, and I'm on their kayak fishing team, of course. And we go across the country fishing the Bassmaster tournaments and then other local tournaments like USA Bassin, Tennessee Bass Nation, and other trails like that. So the way the Bassmaster tournaments work is they have around 5 to 6 events a year, and they're in various places in the country: Florida, Texas, Louisiana, other places like that. So when there's one in Florida, the school, we go to where our boat storage is, load up the kayaks, grab the team trucks, we load up, and as soon as we pull out, the school is paying for gas, for food, for lodging. So none of that is coming out of the student's pocket. So we drive down to Florida and we get ready to fish the event. Now, it sounds crazy when I say it, and it kind of is. I'm getting to do something that people dream of, and it's a dream come true. And the reason I'm making this video is because I want to educate people on college fishing, and I want to grow the sport of college fishing. I know there's tons of high schoolers out there who might not be able to afford a boat, who might not be able to get into the boating world, but they can get into kayak fishing, and that's what I want to see. I want to see as many guys get into kayaks as they can. Because you know what? I tried the boat thing, and I didn't really like it. I know it's for some people, but I think kayak fishing is awesome. And I would like to get as many people in kayaks as possible. So this video is to get more guys into kayaks, and I want to educate people on college fishing. So if you have any questions on college fishing, or what college fishing looks like, or how you should do it, or what you need to do to become a college fisherman, comment below in the YouTube video, hit me up on Instagram, do whatever. I will do whatever it takes to get you into college fishing. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next video.